What the fuck happened to Jordan Peterson?
Oh, God. All sorts of things have gone wrong.
Jordan Peterson used to be that guy who made you think.
The capacity to be dangerous than to be articulate.
I used to love watching his clips, to be honest with you. But lately, it feels like there's a change in him. Like he dances around the subject,
Dance with your tongue.
hides behind complicated words, and is more focused on sounding deep than actually being clear.
The act of speech itself is extremely complicated.
I'll even go as far as saying that he manipulates his viewers.
Come on. What?
Where he uses his background in psychology to try to frame things a certain way where his perspective must be the only rational one.
What?
And people he disagrees with are woke right.
I'm seeing this come up on the right now. I've been working on a new theory of political psychopathology, and I like it quite a lot.
Is this where the term the woke right comes in?
Anyways, today we will be looking at two clips, and I'm sure you guys probably came across this because it has been going viral. Jordan Peterson debates atheist on Jubilee. Originally, it was titled 1 Christian versus 20 Atheists, and based off one of the clips that you will be seeing right now, conveniently, they changed the title to Jordan Peterson versus 20 Atheists. Conveniently. All right, so let's get to it.
Can you be very clear about your definition of worship again?
Attend to,
All
prioritize,
right. That was a fair question, right? Can you give me the definition of worship? That's a fair
and
question.
sacrifice for.
Okay, that's it. That's your understanding of worship.
Well, I could flesh it out, but that'll do for the time we have.
Okay, do Catholics attend to Mary?
Yes,
Okay, so do they fit that description of worship?
yes,
So you would say Catholics and other people that revere Mary, like the Eastern Orthodox tradition, worship Mary.
well, they might not put her in the highest
But you would
place.
put it that way.
No,
You just said it. Now you're taking it back
there's
now?
still a hierarchy.
Okay, there's a hierarchy, but within the
There's something at the top.
All right, you can worship things
Mary is
below.
quite a ways up the hierarchy, but
So far, so good for Peterson. I'm not going to lie. He's doing good. So far, so good. But it almost feels like he's trying to break down everything the atheist guy is saying.
But not at the
Like trying to tell him there's more to what you're asking, which is fair. It's fine. It's fair so far.
top.
Let's go over your definition of worship again. What's your definition of worship?
Attend to,
Attend to. Do
prioritize, and
Catholics
sacrifice for.
what do Catholics attend to? Do they prioritize Mary over all other human beings?
No, I didn't say overall, did I? I didn't
Well,
add that to my
you
definition.
you understand-
I said there was a hierarchy as well.
You attend to
So you can
Catholic.
attend to something trivially, or you can attend to it deeply.
Okay, now you're adding stuff to the definition. But your original
I
definition.
added the hierarchy part at the beginning.
Are you
just
familiar?
didn't understand it.
Are you familiar with the Immaculate Conception?
Why is that relevant?
Because you go to a Catholic church, don't you? Or you've attended recently. You're interested in Catholicism, aren't you?
Sure,
All right. Are you familiar with their doctrines?
somewhat.
Okay, you're
Their
familiar.
I think Jordan Peterson knows where this kid's trying to go, so he's going to try to avoid this shit.
Somewhat.
Okay, you're
Their
familiar.
doctrines are very
how do they
deep.
regard Mary?
Why are you asking me that?
Because you're a Christian.
Why are you asking me that? That's trying to not get to the core of the argument real quick.
You say that. I haven't claimed that.
You say
What
that
is this?
another
Is
way
this
he does it.
Christians versus atheists?
I don't know.
You don't know where you are right now.
You say that. I haven't claimed that.
Oh, what is this? Is this Christians versus atheists?
I don't know.
You don't know where you are right now.
Don't be a smartass.
Well,
and I mean
either
it,
you're a
'cause I
Christian
won't
or you're
talk to
not.
you if you're a smartass.
Oh, either you're a Christian or you're not. Which one is it?
I could be either of them, but I don't have to tell you.
See, this is the part that fucking I don't understand. Like, I'm sure Peterson was told that he was going to be the Christian debating the atheist. I'm sure he was told that. If you're gonna take that role, play that role. And almost felt like he didn't want to play that role, but you signed up for this shit. You know what the fuck, you know what was up. Like, bro, you agreed to this shit. And and because the way he handled it, knowing that you are the Christian trying to debate 20 atheists, I think he kind of embarrassed himself there, bro. And I liked how the kid said, do you know where you're at right now?
You don't know where you are right now.
Don't be a smartass.
It was kind of fucked up, but it was like, it was embarrassing for Peterson, to be
You're a
honest.
Catholic church, don't you? Or you've attended recently. You're interested in Catholicism, aren't you?
I almost wish there was another fucking Christian debating this kid, man. Because I'm not gonna say I'm not on the atheist side. Obviously, like I believe these Christian beliefs. I'm not saying that I follow it 100% and stuff like that. But I do believe in God. I do believe in the Christian morals. I do believe all that. But I just fucking Peterson wasn't a guy, man. I feel like Peterson was just trying to show that he's smarter than him to where they would either concede and agree with him or not contest him. I'm not sure what the fuck Peterson was trying to do here, but wrong guy.
Sure.
All right. Are you familiar with their doctrines?
Somewhat.
Okay, you're
Their
familiar.
doctrines are very
how do they
deep.
regard Mary?
Why are you asking me that?
Because you're a Christian.
You say that. I haven't claimed that.
Oh,
You
what is
say
this?
that.
Is this Christians versus atheists?
I don't know.
You don't know where you are right now.
Don't be a smartass.
Well,
and I
that was
mean
either
that,
you're a
'cause I
Christian
won't
or you're
talk
not.
to you if you're a smartass.
Either you're a Christian or you're not. Which one is it?
I could be either of them, but I don't have to tell
could be-
you.
You don't have to tell me. I was under the impression
private.
I was invited to talk to a Christian. Am I not talking to a Christian?
No, you were invited to.
I think everyone should look at the title of the YouTube channel. You're probably in the wrong YouTube video,
Burn,
Really quite
bro.
something. You are.
aren't I? But you're really quite nothing, right? You're not a Christian.
Okay, I'm done with him.
That was kind of fucked up when he said that, to be honest with you. But he followed it up where you're quite nothing because you're not a Christian or you're not an atheist. What are you? Type of shit. You know, I get what he said, and he said it a little too late. Maybe he should have said it within the same sentence, but I get what he was trying. But he had to take that dig at Peterson, man. And Peterson, I don't know what the fuck is up with Peterson, bro. Like, you know what you signed up for, bro. You know what you. I almost feel kind of like. The fuck was that? All right, so this is the part that I don't get because he was set to play the Christian guy in this Christian versus atheist, and he seemed to dodge all these questions, answering questions with questions. Almost feels like he was scared to actually debate the actual argument. Almost like he was more concerned about being boxed in than actually standing for anything. This is just a wasted opportunity, man. Like, when you claim a position, argue it. So this next clip right now is Peterson versus Parker. Now, I want you to pay attention, play real close attention to how Peterson debates and how he uses this tactic of asking, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And I get that during a debate, you have to come to an understanding where, like, before we debate, what do you mean by this, and debate it. But it almost feels like he was trying to avoid the argument. But don't take my word for it. Watch it yourself.
Do you believe in the all-knowing, all-powerful, all-good notion of God?
What do you mean by believe?
Do you think it to be true?
That's the circular definition.
Right away, what do you mean by believe? I mean, I don't even think that's a fair question because I think believe is believe. But again, you can ask your question, but he just takes it further than this. That
Good notion of God?
What do you mean by believe?
Do you think it to be true?
That's the circular definition. What do you mean
How
when
is
you
that
say
circular?
you believe?
How is that circular?
I never understood why. How is it a circular definition?
Because you added no content to the answer by substituting the word true and believe.
I said you think it to be true.
All right. So
do you think it to be true? He added the concept. He told you it meaning the thing he was talking about before. I feel like he's almost like he's trying to get away from here, or he's trying to not argue.
if you believe something, you stake your life on it.
What do you mean by that?
You live for it?
That's not necessarily true. Like, the way, if you believe something, you stake your life on it. Like, come on, like, even you watching on the screen, you know that shit ain't true, bro.
For it, and you die for it.
Okay, so you're saying that you don't
Yeah,
believe
it's-
something if you wouldn't die for it?
Not really, no.
Okay. So then,
How would you define belief? Something you say?
Can I explain? Like, I could believe it is the case that this pen exists, but if someone like threatened my life, right, I would lie in order to be able to save my life, right? Like, I think you would do that too. You wouldn't lie to save your
Don't
life.
be so sure.
You wouldn't lie to save your life.
Even the way
How much do you know about me? I didn't lie to save my
Question.
career. I didn't lie to save my clinical practice.
Would you lie to like save your children, your mom, your dad?
I don't think lying would save them.
No, can there ever be a circumstance logically that lying could save someone?
Yeah, and if you're steeped in sin, you're likely to live in circumstances like that.
I'll give you an example. If you're like in like Nazi Germany, and it is the case that there's like Jewish people in your attic, and you're trying
I
to
know
protect
the
them,
example.
would you lie to like the Nazis? If
I
they're
would have done
asking?
everything I bloody well could, so I wouldn't be in that situation
you
to begin
lie?
with. It's a hypothetical, and it's
You
not
can't answer
answerable.
hypotheticals.
No, I can't answer a hypothetical like
What?
that because
Did
it's.
you-
All right, I can't with this no more. I'm sorry, I can't with this no more, bro. I can't with this no more. The man that used to be known for like slicing through this nonsense shit and he just kind of like embarrassed himself in a way. Like, he had this reputation of being like, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Jordan Peterson was going to do his thing and embarrass these atheists, bro. And I really wanted that to be the case, to be honest. But I hate to admit that Peterson did everything but that, you know, but it is what it is, man. Jordan Peterson, You know, he used to challenge people. Now I just feel like he's just tried to talk his way out of it, and it's kind of embarrassing to see, man. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys feel like Jordan Peterson is still the same Jordan Peterson that we all knew. Let me know your perspective on this. Just leave it in the comments, drop it below. All right, guys. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and peace.